Alright, how you doing everybody? It's your health and fitness specialist, Kelly Brown. I hope you're having a good new year, and I hope you're going to make this new year your best year. I know everybody talks about that new year, new me, I'm about to do everything different this time, and yada yada, but I know we always want the best for ourselves, and I want the best for myself as well. But the thing is, how do you truly get the best for yourself in the long term, and how do you set these goals and keep up with these goals that you set for yourself? So I'm going to give you 5 ways, and my 5 ways that I use for myself to make your new year your best new year, and how to actually keep up with your New Year's resolutions. Okay, so number 1 is to make a task list. In everybody's phones you have that little task list calendar or something like that. I would definitely recommend that you utilize that list. That's what I do. You should see my phone. I got lists for days, for different tasks, shopping lists for things that I need to do for my long-term goals, my short-term goals, for my I got shopping lists. I have a list for what I want to do for my overall goals, list for what I need to do for little miscellaneous things, and just lists for that I need to accomplish for other people, daily tasks, stuff like that. So utilize your task list. If you have an idea or something that you really want to get done, it doesn't matter how crazy or how extreme it sounds, put it in your task list and make sure that you have it organized in an area where it says New Year's resolutions, or short-term fitness goals, or short-term financial goals, or long-term financial goals, whatever the case is. Put it in the list, organize it, and keep it there. And every time you add a new task or a new idea to your list, you'll probably go back and run into the old one that you saw and say, oh shoot, I need to do that, let me see how I can knock this out. Alright, number 2 is to set a bunch of short-term goals. I know this sounds crazy, but if you're gonna win a race, you got to take steps to get to the finish line, right? So my point is, if you set a bunch of short-term goals and you set a whole bunch of these little miniature goals, what'll happen is over time you'll get to your long-term goal without even realizing it. And so what you want to do is, if your goal is to, I want to, whatever the case is, I don't know, whatever your goal is, this doesn't have to be fitness related, but whatever your goal is, if you're trying to get to a goal, set a whole bunch of little teeny ones, and every time you set a short-term goal, mark it off in your task list, right? Now here's the banger. Here's what I learned that I'm sharing with you, that I need to, that I need to actually start doing better with myself. Every time you knock off a short-term goal, reward yourself with something. So if it's like, oh, I just made my first sale, or what, I just whatever it was, I got a raise at my job, or I got something that you accomplished. If you make that something that you accomplished, go out, reward yourself, have a drink, buy yourself a gift, get something nice for yourself that you've been wanting to get for a long time. Definitely do that so that you have a reason to treat yourself, and you'll actually probably look at accomplishing goals and related to rewards. So you'll condition yourself to say, okay, I'm not gonna deserve that thing that I want until I reach my first short-term goal. Then I'll go ahead and reward myself by buying X, Y, and Z. And if you have a list, and you use your task list also, if you got a list of things that you really want, that you've been wanting to buy for a long time, but you just don't deserve it, or you can't afford it, or whatever the case is, make that short-term goal list and that gift list coincide with each other. So it says, once I hit this amount of this, then I'll go ahead and reward myself by buying myself this. Once I get this, then I'll buy this. And once I get this, then I'll buy this. So set those short-term goals and reward yourself every time you reach a short-term goal. Number 3 is to do what you say you're gonna do. If you're somebody who's trying to get better at certain things, you need to change the way you are. And we understand that you're gonna be the way you are because you've been doing it for so long, So you've built up some bad habits. Some of you are, it says it takes 28 days to reverse a bad habit, and some of y'all have been doing stuff for 28 years, 38 years, 48 years. So it's not going to reverse overnight. We understand that. But the thing is, you still, in order to achieve your goals, you got to at least do it, right? Okay, so what I'm saying is do what you say you're gonna do and be consistent at it. But in order to be consistent at it, you gotta hold yourself accountable for doing what you say you're gonna do. My recommendation is to do it immediately. So if don't wait until 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 years, 4 years. Don't keep procrastinating. Try and do something, whatever you said you was gonna do, knock it out right there on the spot or as fast as possible. Mark it off of your checklist or your task list or whatever, and get it off of your agenda. The faster you get stuff off of your agenda, the faster you'll see yourself moving. And if you got friends, if you got family or something like that, if they gonna be down for you, tell them what you're trying to do, tell them your goals, and tell them to hold you accountable. Hey, if you ever see me doing this, let me know, because I'm trying to knock it out faster. I'm trying to be this person this year. I'm not trying to be a procrastinator. I'm not trying to be whatever. I'm trying to get stuff done. So tell them to call you out when you're moving slow, or when you're not, doing tasks that you said you was going to do. Tell them to help you while you're trying to get to this goal, because that'll definitely, keep some accountability on you. Number 4 is to be consistent. Now this does coincide with number 3, but you really need to be consistent, because the difference between you and somebody who's successful or making progress in their life, who you may be comparing yourself to, or what you want to aspire to be, the difference between you and them is that they're consistent and you're not consistent. So that means you need to do stuff all the time. If your thing is you need to do something once a week, or you need to do something 2-3 times a week, knock it out 2-3 times a week. Set that date. Say every Wednesday at X o'clock, every Monday at whatever o'clock, every Tuesday at whatever o'clock, and be consistent at knocking out your stuff. It don't have to be every day. If it's just something that you can be consistent at once a month, that's fine. Or if it's something that you can be consistent at that's twice a month, that's fine. But pick those days that you're going to do it, though, so that you can be consistent. Have them in your calendar. Have a timer on your phone that's a countdown or something like that. They'll let you know you have to do it for those days, and try and really get there and make sure that you make those things happen consistently, because that's going to be your key to success, is just consistency. And the 5th one, that is going to sound kind of strange, is to make a vision board. If you have a goal for your overall life, or maybe you don't know if you have a goal for your overall life, and you just kind of going with the wind, the best thing to do is to start trying to put together ideas of what you want your overall concept of your goal or your year to be. Have a vision board just for 2018. What I do is I'll go on my phone and I'll see pictures of things that I like, or things that I want to add into what I already do, and I'll save those pictures. And what I'll do is I'll go down to Walgreens or CVS or something like that, go to the little kiosk, the photo kiosk, or in Walmart, and I'll hook my phone up to it, and I'll print out the pictures that I found on the internet or on Instagram or whatever, and I'll cut them out. When I print the pictures out, I'll cut them out and get them real nice, and I got like a little thumbtack board, and I'll tack the pictures to the board so that I know I have like a little collage of what my ideas are that I want for my year, and I'll put them somewhere that I can see them every single day. So I got my vision board right next to my bed with pictures of little quotes, cutouts from magazines as well, little things like I want to go to Mustang Week this year. I got a picture of a physique that I like a lot. Frank Zane, picture of Frank Zane on my vision board. I got a picture of a Dodge Viper on my vision board. I got a picture of James Bond on my vision board. That reminds me to keep my style up. I got a vision of different ideas of if I'm gonna get a tattoo. I know what I kind of want on my tattoo. I got the idea, the concept, because I got it on my vision board. So what I'm saying is, put your vision board together so that it reminds you every day what it is that you want. Secondly, your task list should coincide with your vision board, so that as you keep on marking off these little tasks, eventually you'll get to that overall vision, and your year will be knocked out, and you'll have had a quality year and have accomplished a lot of your goals. So Anyway, that's my take on it. Let me know in the comments what your New Year's resolutions are, or what are your visions for what you want from yourself. It can be realistic, you know, and feel free to comment, because I think when with YouTube, we're trying to be a community, and if you can comment, you know, in the comment section, because I try and respond to everybody if I can, unless somebody just being hateful or something like that and don't want me to be a young black shiner or something, you know, then I won't say nothing to them, or I'll just delete that. But you know, be positive, and or you know, tell them what your struggles were, maybe what helped you overcome your things, because other people read these comments as well, and so you might help somebody else out by, you know, putting your 2 cents in the comments too. So definitely, if you have any ideas or you got something you want to talk about, please feel free to let me know, and I look forward to seeing you guys' comments. I'll see you later.